When the Dallas Cowboys selected Trevon Diggs with the 51st overall pick in the 2020 NFL Draft, expectations were sky high. Diggs was coming off an impressive college career and quickly showed flashes of brilliance early in his NFL journey. He wasn't just another second-round pick fading into obscurity. Diggs was a rising star, a shutdown corner with ball-hawking instincts who could change games. But as 2025 looms, the harsh reality is setting in. This might be the final chapter of Trevon Diggs' tenure in Dallas. For a franchise starved for dependable defensive playmakers, Diggs represented a beacon of hope. He burst onto the scene with an electrifying rookie season in 2021, earning himself not one but two Pro Bowl nods in 2021 and 2022, along with a coveted first-team All-Pro selection in 2021. It seemed as though the Cowboys had found their cornerstone cornerback, someone who could not only lock down receivers, but also create turnovers that swung momentum in Dallas's favor. However, the cruel nature of the NFL struck hard over the past two seasons. Trevon Diggs has been plagued by devastating injuries that have thrown his career trajectory into question. Back-to-back season-ending injuries to his left knee have robbed him of the explosiveness and agility that once defined his game. The same player who was once terrorizing quarterbacks and terrorizing receivers now looks like a shadow of his former self, struggling to find the form that made him a defensive juggernaut. Injuries in the NFL can be career-defining, and for Diggs, they've cast a long shadow over his future with the Cowboys. The clock is ticking, and the team's patience may be wearing thin. The harsh truth is, this league is a relentless, what have you done for me lately business. Talent alone isn't enough. Availability and production are king. And when the star cornerback can't stay on the field or deliver the dominant performances expected, teams start to explore other options. The financial implications of Diggs' injury woes and declining production cannot be ignored either. According to Spotrac, Dallas faces a critical decision after the 2020 season. If the Cowboys opt to cut Diggs in the offseason, they stand to save more than $12.5 million in salary cap space, a significant relief for a team always juggling a tight cap. While cutting him would result in a dead cap hit of just under $6 million in 2020. Yes, the Cowboys can also designate Diggs as a post-June cut. This maneuver would spread that dead money over 2 years, reducing the annual cap burden to roughly $3 million in both 2020 and twice from a purely business standpoint. If Trevon Diggs can't bounce back to his pre-injury dominance by the end of the 2025 campaign, a salary cap casualty scenario isn't just plausible, it's probable. But the Cowboys' dilemma goes beyond just Diggs. The cornerback depth chart is beginning to shift, and that could heavily influence Dallas's future defensive strategy. DaRon Bland, the promising cornerback who has quietly developed into a reliable starter, is entering the final year of his rookie contract in 2025. Bland's steady progression has not gone unnoticed, and he will undoubtedly be seeking a significant contract extension. The Cowboys may have to allocate a sizable chunk of their salary cap to retain him. This is where cutting Diggs could become a strategic financial move. By freeing up cap space through releasing Diggs, Dallas could better position itself to lock in Bland's services long-term, building their secondary around a younger and more consistent performer. But the Cowboys' cornerback decisions don't stop there. Enter Shavon Revel, a rookie with tantalizing upside. Prior to a college injury that dropped his draft stock, Revel was considered a potential first-round talent. If he can fulfill even a fraction of that promise at the professional level, Dallas suddenly has two ascending young corners, Bland and Revel, poised to be the future of their secondary beyond 2025. This emerging depth further complicates Trevon Diggs' path to reclaiming his spot. All eyes will be on Dallas throughout the 2025 offseason and regular season. The lingering question is whether Trevon Diggs can put together a full, healthy campaign to remind everyone why he was once one of the league's premier cornerbacks. When healthy and fully recovered, Diggs undeniably has the talent to dominate. But the brutal nature of his recent injuries, coupled with the financial and roster realities, may force the Cowboys to make a tough decision. If Dallas moves on from Diggs, it will be a somber moment for a player who once symbolized hope and excitement in the Lone Star State. Yet, the NFL is unforgiving, and teams must continually evolve. For Trevon Diggs, 2025 could be a make-or-break year, the final chance to secure his place in Dallas or face an uncertain future elsewhere.